The stock market is crashing. Panic stations. What do we do? Is it time to sell? Is it time to buy? I'm going to reveal what I did in this video. But this week we saw the biggest dip so far in 2026 on the stock market. You had some stocks going down 30, 40% and big companies like Amazon going down 10, 15%, which is a big deal. So what do we do? Well, this is what I do. When stocks goes down, I buy low, sell high. Simple economics. Literally the slogan that everyone knows, but everyone forgets to do when the stocks go down. So I'm actually going to show you what stocks I bought in this video. Quick video, nothing too over the top. So I'm going to go on Trading 212. This is my practice account. It's not my full account, so I don't want to reveal all my holdings. So the first stock I bought was AMD and it's currently at $208. When I was doing my calculations for this video, I think I had it slightly higher. This is Sunday I'm recording, so the market's not actually open. So Monday it could change again. You're probably watching this after Sunday. So the first stock I bought, AMD. So I bought 10 shares of AMD and I bought it at a price of $204.25. I invested $1,634 into AMD. And oh, it is actually the current price. The current price on my research was 208. So I actually made $33. Yes, after a good start, $33. That's gonna buy me lunch on Monday. 2.1%. Obviously, unrealized profit. I haven't sold. AMD is a company that I believe in, and I'm gonna hold this until at least until it goes up 20, 30%. I think that's my price target for that one. Anyway, the next stock I bought was Amazon. So Amazon, again, is one of my long-term holds, but whenever the price goes down, you know, Amazon rarely dips 15%. So you got to take advantage. I think before the dip, so let's go to a week view and we'll go to, I think it was like, or say, let's say Monday this week is at $243. So it pretty much went down 20%. It went down to $198. So 20% discount on Amazon, unheard of. So let's take a look at how much Amazon I bought. I did 3 buy orders of Amazon. I think I had 2 set and then I just bought some at market price when it went down. So the first one I bought 7 shares at $199.61. I invested $1,397 into it. The current price of Amazon now is $210 and that gave me a 5% profit and $72 cash profit, again unrealized. My second buy order, I bought 6 shares at $200.55. I invested $1,203 into it, and my profit for that was $56, and it was a 4.7% increase so far. And the next buy order was 7 shares of Amazon, $201.40, and that was $60 profit and 4.3%. So far so good. Nothing I bought has actually gone down further. It did at the time, it went down further, and then I think on Friday most of my buys rebounded, which is great. I'm investing in most of these long term anyway, so in the short term it don't matter, but it's always nice to see when you invest in a stock, if it's in green, it's nice to see. When it's in red, the psychological effects of being in red, it's just different. So the next stock I bought was AST Space Mobile. This was actually my favorite stock of last year. It made me the most profit. I bought my first bits of AST Mobile, I think when it was at $30. So if you go on 1 year, zoom out, I bought it around summer last year. So yeah, it was at $30. It was the first time I was buying it, and I've just been accumulating, and it dipped again. So when it dips for me, time to buy. So on Tuesday, the 3rd of February, Wednesday, the 3rd of February, it was at about $115, and it actually dipped down to $88, which that's the lowest it's been for a minute. So of course, time to buy. This one, I didn't actually catch it this low, so I'm going to reveal how much I paid for this one. So AST Space Mobile, I bought 8 shares of this. I should have bought more really. So I invested $780 and I bought at $97. So I could have done better on that one. I'll be real, I could have done better. I panicked a bit. I saw it go down a little bit, 10%. I thought, you know what, I'm snapping that up. I could have accumulated some more when I saw it go down to 90, 89. But anyway, I'm up 4.4% profit and $34 profit. Life-changing money right there. Straight on to the next one. The next one was Nvidia. I don't even know if I say Nvidia right. Is it Nvidia? Who knows? But all I know is when Nvidia drops, I buy it. So let's go to the week graph again. Week graph on Nvidia at the start of the week. it was at 189, basically just under $190, 1 cent under $190, and it dipped to 170. So again, like a 10%, went down 10%, which is good for Nvidia. Big companies. I think it's the biggest company in the S&P 500 at the moment. So what did I buy Nvidia at? So I bought 8 shares of Nvidia at $177 each. So that was a good one. I actually done well on that one. And I invested $1,417 into it, and I made $64 unrealized, of course, and 4.5%. So it's it's a trend. I think I've been making, except for AMD, I've been making 4% on most of them. So it's actually I think my strategy is actually quite consistent, if I'm being honest. As an amateur trader, I'm not a trader, as an amateur investor, let's say. And the final stock I bought, and this one is a good one. This one is not your typical. So Rich Robotics. I'm not going to talk about Rich Robotics too much. It's a very up and down stock, so can't recommend, can't say too much about it. Do your research on it. But a lot happened with Rich Robotics in the past few weeks, so it did take a big tumble. And if you do your research, you'll find out what happened. There was a hoax basically that I think Microsoft were acquiring it or something like that, and it just went down a lot. Anyway, luckily I sold at the top and I bought back at the bottom. That's what you do: buy low, sell high. I was about to say buy high, sell low. So peak price for the week was $3.75, and it actually went down to just under $3, so 280. Went to $283, and I bought it at. I actually bought Rich Robotics. So I bought 460 shares, which sounds like a lot, but the share price is low, at $3.06. So again, I've done well on this one. I was happy. I was very happy with this one. And I was so happy that I actually sold the shares as soon as they went up. Because like I said, it's a speculative stock. This is not one that I wish to hold for long. Had my price target. I wanted to make 10% off this. So I bought $1,407 worth, and I made $142. So I made 10%, 10.1% to be exact. And I made myself a nice little £100, $140 in 2 days. Obviously, that's the only realized profit I have, and I'm gonna invest that back into my portfolio. I don't want to withdraw that because it's in my ISA. It's gonna go back into the portfolio. So yeah, that is my week buying the dip. Let me know if you bought the dip as well. I'm not investing expert. All I will say to you guys is don't be afraid when the market dips. That is meant to be the time that you make your most gains, when the market is dipping, because you're not gonna. Why do you want to buy at the top? You don't want to buy at the top. If most stocks were in all-time highs, why would you buy at all-time highs? So yeah, that is my week. So in total, let's round it up. I'll do it in pounds as well, because I've been talking dollars the whole time. In total, I actually invested £6,798, or $9,249.97. So just under $10,000 I invested this week, and the total profit was £338.81, 81 pence, and $465.48. And most of that was unrealized profit, of course, but not bad for a week. I mean, like I said, the market is going to open tomorrow morning, could go back down again. Everything's unrealized, but most of these stocks, well, all the stocks I'm still investing in, I'm investing in for at least a year, 2 years. Like I said, I already have holdings of most of these stocks. I've got my price target for some of them, or for most of them. Stuff like Amazon, I think that's just one of them stocks that's going to keep on growing and growing. Amazon's a juggernaut of a business. Some of the more speculative ones like AST, kind of need extra strategy for that. But thanks for watching the video, guys. Again, I want to know what you bought this week. Did you buy the sale as well? Let me know in the comments and follow me for more. I'm broke, baby.